Hey guys, welcome back to a new episode of Gunpla TV, brought to you by Hobby Link Japan, and I am once again joined by my fellow Gunpla enthusiast, Mr. Evan. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here again.
Indeed,
we did last week and this week.
We did last week, and then you were on there a few weeks ago, so I'm sure you will probably be on more.
I hope so. I hope to be a regular. I hope to be a regular.
You'll probably more than likely become a regular with me. So it's always, well, it's really nice to have somebody finally
talk about Gundam.
No offense, Dave. It's really nice to finally have someone that at least kind of actually also likes Gunpla. So
yes,
it's
here.
A welcome change, because a long time ago we had Sid, so Sid was really into Gunpla. Me and Sid would get into Gunpla. So, and then Ryan maybe not so much into Gunpla, but at least he was good at having conversations.
That's good. Now
Sid and Ryan,
new generation.
New generation.
We can talk about the Gunpla.
And Sid and Ryan, wherever you are, hope you're all doing well. All right, so with that said, we do have. Actually, it doesn't look like we have a lot of stuff here to talk about, but we also have new pre-orders that just went up for order on the site today, including something that is quite exciting, so you will want to stay tuned for that. But first, I think we will talk about the new items that actually came in stock today. Now, last week, if you watched, I mentioned there was something coming out this month that I was quite looking forward to. I couldn't remember the name off the top of my head at the time, but actually, that kit is now here. It is now in stock. And it was the Messer. So this is from that Hathaway's Flash.
They're making a animation of that, right? Soon?
Yes, I believe they're making
an
anime. So this was also the series that had the Penelope.
Yes, it is.
The Gundam in it. So Penelope was also a nice, big, bulky type of suit, and I really like the design of that. So same as that big, bulky suit, we got another kind of big, bulky suit.
Yeah, I really like the way this guy looks.
This looks quite awesome.
And the box is
box is quite huge. So last week, if you watched last week when we got the Wodom in, I mentioned I was a bit surprised at just how large that box was for the Wodom. It was a bit thicker than I was expecting, but actually this box definitely takes the cake in terms
this thing is
of
tall
size. It's a really thick box for a thick kit. So looking forward to getting this guy put together. Now, the last kind of larger size HG kit we had in was maybe a year or 2 years ago. And it was the Gustav Karl.
Oh, from the same series?
Was that the
same? Tell us in the comments. I can't remember which one that's from.
I can't remember what series that was. But actually, I didn't get a chance to build the Gustav Karl.
Oh, did you hand that over to?
Because we had a friend that was temporarily visiting from Sweden, Mr. Karl. So Karl was able to build the Karl. You have to have a Karl build a Karl.
Absolutely, you do.
So actually this time I will get a chance to build this big boy. I'm looking forward to it. I took a peek inside of the box earlier, and I was excited to see there's no polycaps.
Oh, thank God. They've been doing that more and more, I think, and all the good kits have like no polycaps.
All the good kits have no polycaps, especially when you have a kit that's going to be this large and this heavy. Yeah. If you get the polycaps in there, it's gonna be.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, especially if you have like joints in the arms or the legs.
It's gonna be a floppy boy if he's got those polycaps. So quite excited to see. No polycaps, and I remember from the promotional images for this item, it has some kind of trick feature as far as joints in the torso. I guess I think
they kind of fold into each other
a little bit. So.
Yeah, and then there's also like some hip joint
stuff
going
on.
Yeah,
so that'll be exciting to see. I'm looking forward to seeing this thing completed. But this is actually not the only bulky kit that we have.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
This week we've got another new release in the Dragon Ball line of figurized standard kits, and it is none other than the Jiren.
Speaking of bulky, this guy is jacked.
He is quite jacked.
Wow.
So it's got that kind of fancy muscular type of molding technology that they've been using lately for these Dragon Ball kits. That's actually, I mean, I've always admitted on this show before, I'm just not the hugest Dragon Ball fan on the planet. I've never watched it, so not quite very familiar with exactly what or who a Jiren is by. It looks cool, I will admit. So that's, I mean, I always like the big bulky kits, and he's definitely bulky.
I like his little action parts too here.
Yeah, and you get some nice hand gestures going on, so that's quite cool to see. Does it come with that effect part, I wonder?
I think
includes 2 forms of energy wave effect parts. So that is kind of exciting.
And a big one. That's cool.
So yeah, you get a little bit of effects going on with that. So if you're a fan of building models, and if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, the Jiren is here. You might want to pick up a Jiren. So same size as an HG kit, as you can see by the box. So not too difficult, these Figurized standard kits.
He's a little light, so you might have some bigger pieces in here. But he does look nice. A lot of detail.
It does look quite nice. And speaking of looking nice,
yeah,
we've got another new release in the Ultraman Figurized standard kits as well. Another action release. So the action release, before we mention the action release, they kind of cut out that LED unit in the chest and the head.
Oh, really?
So it can be able to have a bit more posability to it, I think, a bit more flexibility, because the initial release of the Figurized standard Ultraman series, they have that LED unit in the side, inside the chest, so you can't, there's no like flexibility at all for the chest.
I see what you mean.
However, they did also release at the same time, this is a new release for this week, this is a new type LED unit, dual type, white, blue, and red. So I guess you got a light bluish color and the red. So it does show that it's lit up here. And actually, if you look on the other side of the box here, it mentions here that you actually have a choice with this kit. It looks like if you would like to buy this LED unit separately, you can still add it to the kit if you would prefer to have an Ultraman kit with the lights, or if you don't want to buy the LED unit, you can build it without lights and probably have a little bit more articulation.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, so you have a bit more movement in the abdomen there, I guess.
Right. Yeah. So that's actually
nice choice.
I think this is a very good idea from Bandai, because when I built that original, I built 2 of them. I can't find them. I don't know what happened to them. I keep trying to find those Ultraman kits. They've gone missing. I don't know what happened to those things. I preferred the ones that I built because it looked really like Iron Man.
Yeah, so I really like the redesign they've done.
They really just straight up look like Iron Man, except instead of red and gold, he's more red and silver. So that original version I built looked really, really like Iron Man. Yeah. But when you add the blues, it kind of really kills that Iron Man look to it. And you get those weird horns going on.
Yeah, it's a little bit more hokey superhero, like back to its roots kind of look. So if you're into that, definitely for you. But if you're more into the Iron Man look,
the original looked better. So, but that original release included the LED, and that made it more expensive.
Oh, okay.
So if you just want to have this suit without spending too much, you were kind of forced into buying that unit that had the LED. So I think it's better to have without the LED, and just leaving that is something that you can buy separate, because then it gives you the option. I mean, not everybody really wants to have the LED on the inside. It looked really, really cool.
Yeah.
But another thing with these kits and the LED units is how often do you actually turn it on?
That's true. I mean, you're not going to leave it
So I've got like a bunch of MG kits with that LED unit on the inside, and I can't tell you the last time that I actually turned one of those on.
But they look so cool when you do turn them on.
They look really cool.
But you don't need them.
Yeah, and then you forget to turn them off. Another problem with that stuff is they always take like the weird small batteries, like LR41s or LR44,
kind of rare
43. So when I get a kit and I have to insert batteries for those, I usually run to a 100 yen store. It's like a dollar store basically, and I'll buy those batteries for cheap at a dollar store.
And they go quick though.
And then they go quick. Usually what happens is I'll film the review and I'll completely forget to turn off the light after the review, and then it's just dead the next day. So I'm wasting
back to the 100 yen store
for
more.
But my hope for the future, and this is just my dream, nobody's actually doing this, but we're starting to get a lot of this like wireless charging, and we've got those. We actually sold on the site a little while ago. There was this X-Base, I think it was called, and it had these little wireless LEDs that you could put inside of the kit, and as long as the kit is standing on top of this base, those LEDs would light up.
That's awesome.
So I kind of hope maybe at some point, someday in the future, Bandai might actually kind of bring us a version, just have like this display base that has like something that would be able to power those wireless LEDs, or maybe just like a version of that LR41 battery that somehow is able to charge
that
wirelessly.
Would be nice. Just stick it on like a little like docking stand that came with the kit, charge it up.
And the same with like, well, in America we call them AA batteries.
Yeah,
but
I think
here,
like Type A or Type 1, Type 2, Type 3, something like that.
The names are all different for those batteries, but like a standard AA type battery, I have searched online, and there is one company that's actually trying to make wireless versions of these batteries, because a lot of like I have this really cool Yamato. I did a review of it on this site a long time ago, and it's got this cool effect, remote control where you can like turn the dial and the turrets turn. But then inside the kit itself is AA batteries, and inside the charger is AA batteries, so it's just really a hassle to turn all this stuff on if you ever wanted to do it. But if we could somehow someday get like wireless AA batteries and all these old powered kits and all these old powered toys, then we can have them displayed on the shelf without having to worry about turning it on. And
that's true, and you don't have to worry about like changing the batteries as much too. They probably have better shelf life on those.
If there's no like actual charge to it, then just getting the power wirelessly, so you never have to worry about charging those. So that's just my dream someday. I don't know, some young inventor out there, if you're watching, please bring us wireless versions of standard battery cells. Okay, I have no idea why we just talked about that for maybe 5 minutes.
Batteries.
We've got, Speaking
of glowy things.
Exactly, that's a good segue. Thank you very much. So we've got new pre-orders that just went up on the site today. Speaking about kits that are lighted and probably will require AA batteries.
Probably.
Yeah, we've got something new and exciting that just went up for pre-order today, because we are actually filming this here on a Thursday, so it should be up on the site. Now, actually, let's just go ahead and start saying what this kit is. Now, this is a new Master Grade, but it is not just a Master Grade.
That's right.
It is, we're going back to the 90s, and everything is extreme. Yes. So we are getting a new kind of line of kits from Bandai, and they're calling it Master Grade EX, which I guess stands for Extreme.
Yeah.
So Master Grade MGEX, and the first kit in this MGEX line is going to be none other than take it away.
Unicorn Gundam, my favorite.
Unicorn Gundam. Okay, so your absolute favorite. That's exciting, and this is also the one we have in Odaiba, the 1/1 scale statue currently at the Odaiba shopping mall, and that is quite cool because it transforms like once at the top of every hour.
Something like that, fairly often.
Yeah, fairly often, and it transforms. It opens up, the lights turn on. I think it has like kind of smoke effects that come out of it.
Yeah, sometimes a little steam and stuff like that.
Little thing. So that's quite cool. So yeah, Unicorn, it is probably one of the most popular Gundam suits
I would say
out there.
Yeah.
So we're the first kit in this series. I was joking that probably the first kit in this series was going to be an RX-78 because we're getting tons of RX-78s. But Bandai actually already they didn't really show the kit, but they just said, hey, there's a new Perfect Grade coming on the way, and it's going to be Perfect Grade Unleashed RX-78.
Speaking of 90s catchphrases there.
Unleashed. So that kit should be, I don't know, we don't have a date for when that kit would be out. But anyway, we're talking about Master Grade Extreme Unicorn Gundam here, and this kit looks quite cool, I do have to say.
It's nice.
So,
it looks like it's based on the Verka version of it, so the original version that came out for Master Grade.
Yeah, but apparently this is supposed to be completely 100% new, I believe. I don't think it is based on the old kit at all.
It makes me wonder if it's based on the Perfect Grade, just kind of shrunk down, like how a lot of the real grades are loosely based on some of the Master Grades, especially for like the Unicorn Gundam. I think the real grade Unicorn Gundam is very similar.
Right. So, gosh, we'll have to see just what this thing is going to be, but it comes with this really, really cool display base.
Yes,
which looks like the hanger, and it's got like a bunch of like connecting arms that you can display around the side of the kit, although they're not actually connected to the kit itself. But that's a really cool looking display. And speaking of that, talking about the lighting stuff, this kit has lights on the inside, and how they are working the lights for this kit. You guys out there, you probably don't know if you're not, I don't know how much you really know about this, but if you were to go to the Gundam base at Odaiba, where we're talking about where they have that Unicorn, they actually sell lighted version of the real grade Unicorn.
No kidding, I didn't know that.
And it costs about $100. I think it's about Ichimon yen for this kit, and they have it for the Unicorn and they have it for the Banshee. I'm not sure if they still have it, but because that kit is so small, and I don't think they really designed it for LED units from the get-go, they kind of it's this interesting system. It's a really, really, really thin kind of like
Wiring harness?
yeah, really, really thin type of wiring harness that you're able to build on the inside of the kit without needing to have like any extra holes or any of that stuff drilled on the inside. But because you've got this wiring running through the kit, I believe once you have that lighting system installed, you can't like pose it afterwards.
Oh, yeah, because you're probably moving the joints, and that's going to put stress on
I
the
think, and that kit
wiring.
comes with the display base too, so I think it's supposed to be just like a fixed pose type of thing in destroy mode. I don't think you can build it in the standard Unicorn mode.
Oh, okay.
But it does look like this kit can do the transformation between Unicorn and destroy mode.
Which is great, because
So
I actually like the Unicorn mode on its own more than the
it
destroy
looks
mode.
cleaner.
You know, exactly. And I
So-
like how the lights kind of come out.
Yeah,
of
they
the
kind
joints
of
there.
emanate. So that's another cool thing about this kit is even when it's in Unicorn mode, because it's kind of got all of those cracks to where the parts would transform into the destroy mode, the light kind of leaks out between those cracks, and they have this picture of it here standing on the display base, and you can see the red light like cracking out between all the parts, and that looks
Amazing.
quite nice. Although this kit, because it is extreme, it also comes with a bit of extreme pricing. I do have to say. So I forget just how much the perfect grade kit
I was going to say,
costs.
isn't it kind of around the same amount?
Yeah, this might actually be really similar to the price.
I mean,
of
granted,
the
this one has the
perfect grade.
3
this one
shields
comes
with
with
some stands.
This one comes with the 3 shields, so you can pose it with that cool effect where the three shields are in front of the suit, and it does come with the stands for those shields. But yeah, the price on our site, well, the MSRP is going to be 23,000 yen. So the price on our site for this kit is going to be 21,850 yen, so about $200 US. So the rest of these releases we're going to be talking about here, the rest of these releases are all going to be November releases. And we have 2 more Gundam related items coming out in the month of November here, and these are more up your alley. Let's get to it. We've got
Another Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise kit.
okay,
Nice.
so this one is related to the 00.
Yes, I like those little shoulder doodads he's got on there.
Okay, the GN drives.
Yeah. Behind the GN drives, I don't know what they're
Okay.
little wing gun things. Interesting.
Yeah, on top of the GN drives here, they have added.
Yeah, I'm not sure what is
I'm
going
not-
on there. I just like the way it looks.
They've added some really like extra kind of pieces just hanging off the back, and it looks like there's some cannons on the back of those shoulders as well. Do they flip over at all?
I wonder if those little effects are something that are in the kit too. If that's just
He's got some cool looking guns. So yeah, we have this up on the site. It just says Mobile Suit Gundam 00 Series New Mobile Suit
tentative name.
So we don't have an official name for this yet, but this is going up in November. Also coming in November related to that, but not actually for that, but related to Build Divers, getting the wrong series here. We've got another new one, Build Divers Gundam Astray series, new mobile suit, new armor, tentative. So this looks like what you just did with that fake.
Yes, I think it's just some extra
fake
armor pieces.
So it looks like another one of those where it's just the armor pieces that you can add on to one of the other kits. And moving on to Pokemon.
Yeah.
We've got a new Pokemon Plamo collection, number 46. Are there really 46 in the Pokemon Plamo series?
Still got a ways to go. How many Pokemon are there now? Like 900?
Oh, yeah, they've got to keep cranking these things out if they ever want to do this.
Wanna
Did they
catch
ever
up,
do
yeah.
that Porygon? I like that one that looks like a really old 8-bit style game
Oh,
character.
you know, that's one they should do.
I
It'd
would
be an
love
easy
to
kit, I
get a
think.
kit of those. And that would be quite easy. But this one is the Rayquaza.
Rayquaza, yeah.
At least for this, usually with the previous Pokemon Plamo collection, they're usually really simple kits, but previous versions have included a lot of stickers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is kind of a cheap thing. But one good thing about this Rayquaza is it looks like they're actually giving us different parts molded in colors
That's much
instead
nicer.
of stickers. So kind of similar in a way to what we saw with that cup of noodle, which is coming out also
Still can't wait for
later
that.
this year. So I was really amazed with just the level of color separation on that cup of noodle. So this one, even though it is a kind of a cheaper Pokemon kit, we're still getting some different parts molded in different colors, which is always nice to see.
Absolutely.
Other than that, though, it does look quite basic. So that will also be coming out in November. There's another new Figurized Ultraman coming out, and this is going to be Figurized Standard Ultraman Suit Dark Lops Zero
Ooh.
Action. Ready, set, action. So this looks actually quite similar to this one that came in
horns,
stock
very
today.
similar.
Different color scheme, but he's got horns, and actually I can't really tell you what's different besides those colors.
Maybe he's just an evil version of this guy.
Yeah.
Ultraman fans, please tell us.
He
Educate us on this.
Yeah, he's looking cool. I don't know, that's cool.
I do like the color scheme. It's
Yeah.
better than the blue and
The
red
blue
here,
and
in
red,
my
yeah,
opinion.
this is
I like
back
that color
to the
scheme better.
standard, more like a dark.
Yeah.
It's got silver, red, and black. It looks like, so that's quite nice. No funky colors. But other than that, the rest of the releases are going to be 30-minute missions.
Yeah, a lot of more accessories, it
More
looks like.
accessories. We got vehicle attack submarine version, so that's kind of interesting. BEXM-14T
Seal Nova in a white version.
All right, so he kind of looks a bit cool. He's got that radar dome on his back and some nice bulky legs.
Gotta love the legs.
Yeah, that guy definitely does not skip leg day. So, gosh, this video is getting to be quite long, so we are going to have to end this video now. Okay, that's going to do it for this week then. Thank you guys out there very much for watching. Be sure to get your pre-orders in. Get them in as soon as possible if you have not already for the Master Grade Extreme.
Yes, quite excited for that.
So yeah, some exciting stuff to look forward to coming out later in this year. We got
Absolutely.
Master Grade, Extreme Master Grades, Cup of Noodles, maybe a Perfect Grade Unleashed.
I want a perfect grade cup noodles.
Perfect Grade Cup of Noodles. Yeah, I've always said I want a Perfect Grade Ball Gundam.
Why is that not a thing?
Wouldn't that be
Come
awesome?
on, Bandai, get on that.
Perfect Grade
Along
Ball.
with the remote batteries.
Right, and we need a mega-sized Ball Gundam. That would be awesome. All right, so enough talk. We really, 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 really need to end this video now. Thank you all out there very much for watching, and hope you all are staying safe. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below, although if you have stayed tuned to this video for this entire time, more than likely you probably already are subscribed.
And good on you for watching.
Just in case you are not subscribed already, please be sure to hit that subscribe button below. Every last subscriber definitely helps. All right, so stay tuned for more reviews and more previews. We got more stuff coming in next week to talk about, and I think I am done.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for watching. Have a great week, stay safe, and take care.
See you guys.